So this is a perfect time to bring back the No Holds Barred taste test. Yay!
You say this has like orange shit?
Yeah, man. It's what are we looking at here? We are looking at
I might actually like this.
Belgian white.
Shock Top Belgian White Beer.
Belgian style what ale. Organic.
Shock top.
Oh, with
It has a
orange
cross on it.
lemon.
It does.
I'm trying to be sexy for the people here.
Rub it against your nipples.
Okay.
Nips.
Belgian style what ale. Ale brewed with...
See, this is the.
I
was gonna say,
like to know.
Up to this point, it was like, that's Nick's sexy voice.
You know what the shitty thing is? Like, this is time that we could be talking about ALS.
Orange, lemon,
It's true.
and lime peel. Contains barley and wheat. 5.2 alcohol content. Yeah!
We have done more for ALS in the last 6 seconds than any challenge ever has.
Hang out with Nick challenge. Nobody will do it.
You have to donate $100 to Nick.
Donate $100 to No Holds Barred podcast.
Yeah, really, on Patreon.
On Patreon.
No, but that would be the coolest thing, though. Be as obnoxious as you can possibly be, and then be like, it's the Nick Stevenson challenge. If you can handle me for an hour, that's great. If not, you donate $100 to my podcast.
Get me a case of beer.
Yeah, exactly. A case of beer and a fucking G-string, and you're just standing up, rubbing your balls.
To be fair, I just lock him in a closet and then walk away.
Get me a case of beer, and you have to be down here to moderate.
Oh man! All right, this sounds like
that's the hour Nick challenge.
That's the Nick 1 hour challenge. That would, you know what? That would be something that would be worth doing. That is right up there with taking that food challenge down at the local. Or
which we have to do,
which we still have to do, which would be great. Maybe the three of us could do that. That'd be fun. Do you have any idea what we're talking about?
What it is.
All right, down at the local, they have the local, which is a restaurant here in town, the local public house. They have a 2.25 pound Hall of Fame burger, and it's like that, and like a big mountain of fries. And if you finish it in an hour, you get your name on a plaque. And we're gonna go down with a couple of cameras, and we're gonna do that, and we're gonna record it and do that as a podcast episode and see if we can do it.
I think you can.
We probably can, but see, that's the thing. This is the mistake people make is like, oh, I just won't eat. It's like, no, you can't do that.
Wait.
No, you got to eat. You might not eat a lot, but you got to eat. You just got to shit immediately before you sit down, because then it's just like you got a big stomach and then you just empty it. Then it's like, all right, I'm ready to roll. So yeah, we do have to do that sometime. But in the meantime, time to do the No Holds Barred Taste Test Challenge.
Yes.
See, now everything's going to be a challenge, apparently.
It is a challenge.
With Shock Top Belgian White. Like we said, it's brewed with coriander, orange, lemon, lime peel, barley and wheat, obviously.
And you know what? I really like this can.
I do like this can. Can we just take a moment to appreciate this can?
I'm gonna be real because Be Real was real.
Yeah, there you go.
I love orange.
Yeah,
orange is my favorite color.
Is orange your favorite color?
I think it is. I think it has to be because whenever I eat like a popsicle or anything that has like different flavors, it's always orange.
Get the orange one. Fair enough. Nice.
Do you know what this can reminds me of?
What's that?
Reminds me of maybe it doesn't remind me of it because I can't remember the name of the drink. Arizona green tea.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kind of how this. This
I see that.
Yeah, kind of the design of it and everything.
Yeah.
All right, folks. If we are ready to roll, then we will crack our cans open.
What?
Yeah, exactly. A good can opening.
Oh, you can
if there
smell
ever
it
was
right
one.
Away.
Yeah. As soon as soon as the seal was broken, it just kind of wafted right up like a stale fart.
You're turning me into an alcoholic.
Except it was super, super good smelling.
It kind of has a smell like Molson cider.
You know what? It kind of does. Like, on first smell, it was kind of Molson. Like Molson was what kind of came to mind.
I'm clearly not as sophisticated when it comes to like beer and shit as you guys.
Well, you don't like beer that
Because to me, it just smells like beer.
It just smells like beer. Well, like I play off him because this guy's the fucking connoisseur.
I know. It's like
this guy's the.
blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, yep, beer.
Yeah, he's like, yep, that smells like beer, all right.
Look at him. He's having a religious
He
experience.
is. He fucking loves that shit.
Am I supposed to drink this now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know.
I
I thought you guys had like a thing.
Although
We do, and this guy,
What the he's tonguing.
gun jumper Nick,
He's
here.
going foreplay.
no, but we
Getting a
did
little
the
tongue of
can,
it.
We did the open. We did
Right.
smell.
Yeah, fair enough.
Now,
fair enough.
and now it's time.
And
for
now
the
it's time,
taste.
Okay,
to,
so I can
time to
drink.
do the taste. So now we're gonna go.
Cheers.
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 We're gonna go.
Cheers.
Off there.
All right, let's
Okay.
do this.
All right,
So-
folks.
First swig does not matter.
No, it's true. First
Let
swig.
us remember
First swig
this.
means nothing.
First swig just gets the taste in your mouth.
Yeah, it does.
Everybody knows that
It
the
does.
taste needs to be in the mouth first.
Everybody knows that the story is boring. All right, folks.
First swig,
First one.
bland, let it sit.
Swish it around your palate, or as Nick called it earlier today, your plate.
Plate. And then I create.
You did. You immediately corrected
I
yourself.
did.
You did a
I
great
said
job.
Palate.
Palette.
Palate.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Now's the real taste. Okay.
Definitely not Molson cider.
No, for sure. You don't. I didn't quite get. Like I got the extra tastes, like the orange and the lemon and the lime. I didn't get them quite as strongly as I thought I might.
I was
No.
kind of hoping the like orange shit
Well, yeah, where
would
it's
be like heavy.
yeah, where it's such an orange can.
Yeah.
You kind of thought like,
I was kind of looking forward to this one.
but almost you just think it's like this is just like grown up orange juice.
That's all really all I wanted.
Right, fair enough.
I kind of like it. It kind of reminds me of, say, like a Guinness. It has that kind of like a heavy taste to it. It's got that bitterness that I really like of the Guinness. Furthermore, it says that there's citrus in it, and
Right.
you can kind of taste the citrus. It's not overpowering.
No, the citrus is
Like-
almost more of the aftershock.
Yeah.
Aftertaste. Close enough.
Well, it's shocking.
Yeah, shocking, exactly. Shocked by my aftertaste. Ooh, that sounded horrible. But the citrus is more of the aftertaste.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's nice.
Yeah, I don't dislike that. I like white beer just kind of in general. I like white beer and I like red beer. Red and white.
Yes.
Canadian.
Yay.
Yeah, what the
Red
fuck?
and white beer, eh? Yeah, no, I don't dislike that. I would like that would be something that like if somebody had that at a party and was like, here, I'd be like, all right, right on, and I'd actually look forward to it, as opposed to when somebody hands me a Keith's. I'm just like, here you go. I'm like, oh, fuck. Now I got to drink this. Or I'm gonna look like a pussy.
Hold on. I may be changing my views.
Uh-oh. Nick on Nick's third sip, he made a very ugly little face.
No, so did I. I took
Did
a
you?
third.
Okay. Here's what I'm finally seeing after my fourth sip, because
Ooh.
you have to really understand the taste. I'm tasting soda water
Really?
with you know that soda water that you can get. It's like carbonated, like no taste.
Yeah,
and it tastes
yeah.
nasty.
Mm-hmm.
That and like lemon rinds.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of got a little on that third sip there. I kind of got a little something that's a little off, maybe. So maybe just like the first two sips of this are great. After that,
Yeah.
it goes
If
downhill.
you want a beer that the first two sips is all you want of it, buy
so
Shock
Tyler.
Top.
Yay!
Buy Shock Top. The first two sips are good, and then it shocks you. So quite literally, the first two tips of the top are fine, and the rest shocks the shit out of you because it changes so much.
Right? Yeah, fair enough.
Very
Their
nicely
name
put,
is
Nick.
perfect.
Yeah. So really good branding. We got to give them a point for that. Really good branding. Right. Fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
just like beer.
But yeah, fair enough.
I've never had a beer I like.
No, we've had some good ones on.
Really?
We've had
Yeah,
some
I
good
just
ones
like
on this,
beer.
but
Like, have you had Guinness?
No, because I just have no interest in
yeah,
drinking.
yeah, it's true. Another byproduct of that is
But
he hasn't had a lot of beers.
What do you not like about beers?
I don't know. I've had like 5 or 6 beers. I don't like. I'm not gonna.
Is it the bitterness of the beer? Is it the explain this to me?
I just don't like the taste, man.
Break it down.
I don't know how to break down my dislike of beer.
Something
I'm
like
just not
that.
meant for alcohol, really.
No.
Like whenever I drink, I need a drink that pretty much drowns out the taste of alcohol.
Right. You gotta not know.
Like I can drink I don't know. I'm just off top of my head, just because my parents always have them. I can have like a Mike's Hard Lemonade,
Right.
Because I taste mostly lemonade,
Right. Fair enough.
and I can do that.
You know,
Or
I
like a
had
screwdriver because I put a bunch of fucking orange juice in it.
This is the littlest bit of vodka.
Yeah, and I'll just drink like 4 liters of orange juice, and then I'll be loaded because I'll just keep,
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
No, I had like 2 days ago that tastes really good that you can really taste the alcohol in.
What?
It was whipped cream vodka.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
But
Who made that? Smirnoff?
Smirnoff. Yeah, it's Smirnoff.
Like, I
But
used
it's
to
just
drink
vodka
Smirnoff.
and
Yeah.
it's whipped cream flavored. And then I put Pepsi in it.
Okay.
So, oh my God.
Interesting.
Like, seriously, it's almost like, it
Well,
doesn't taste like a rum runner, but
No.
it kind of is like a rum runner.
Yeah.
Where you can be like, oh, I can drink like 5 or 6 of these.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can't.
Would almost taste like a cola float or
Kind of,
something.
yeah.
Yeah. I've heard. I've heard of.
alright.
I've heard of like marshmallow vodka, but I hadn't heard of like whipped cream vodka. Right on. Very cool. Well, we know what we're getting next time. So yeah, final consensus on Shock Top. The top of it is good. The rest of it is literally shocking.
Yeah, like
'Cause
I
it
could,
does
I could
kinda-
manage with the first 2 sips.
Yeah.
And I had that third, and I was like, oh.
I give the first 2 sips a 7 out of 10.
Right.
I give the rest of the thing a 2.5.
Wow, that is low.
That's like me and my dislike of Sacred 3.
Now,
you guys.
what saves this is the design of the can. I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do like the design of
Um,
the can. Props for that.
You know what?
Love
That-
me some cans.
That's about it.
Shut up, Justin.
And that's
Never.
the
Tired
only
of you.
reason why it went up to a 2.5.
Wow, that is
It's the
crazy.
actual
Damn, he
can.
went
Is the
hard
design-
on this.
he
He's
did.
cold.
But something that I learned in all this silliness right now is that Nick treats beer the way we treat movies.
Yeah, no.
Like
funny.
really does, and it's fantastic. It's great.
It's wonderful.
You constantly outdo yourself with the way you. Yeah, exactly. High fives. Nailed it.
You're a smart man.
Exactly.
But you know what? It's alcohol and it can't go to waste, though. So
It's
even
true.
though I did give it such a crappy review, I mean,
He's still gonna finish.
you have to finish it because it is alcohol and it is a sin to pour it out.
And fair enough.
Unless you're an alcoholic, then pour it out. You don't need that shit.
Because you have a
I'm
problem.
gonna do the ALS challenge with this.
Oh, go! That would be horrible. That would be just awful. Because then you'd smell like it.
Yeah, but then Nick would be all over me.
That's true. Nick would just be like
More than he already is.
more than the nipple pinching that has already occurred on this podcast. And there's
I'm not even
more.
going to
of it.
stop him. That's a sad thing.
Never, not at all. It's just like
Am I gay?
this is revelations on the No Holds Barred podcast. Shit. Speaking of revelations, we found
Are
out
you going
today
back
that
to the
there's yeah, possibly. No, Nick and I found out today that there's such a thing as autistic seagulls.
I love these transitions.
Fantastic.
Hey, guys.
Like a
So,
slick ground game.
Now we were talking about beer. Now autism.
Yeah, now not just autism and
But
seagulls.
it's kind of good because this comes out of getting beer.
It does.
So we came out from getting beer, and we went to the Wendy's because this guy's hungry.
Yeah, I was very hungry and I needed relief.
Need sustenance.
Exactly. So I went to Wendy's and I ordered the go-to, which is the pretzel bacon cheeseburger with some
Are
fries.
their pretzel buns good?
Yeah, I like them. They don't really have any taste. It's just a different consistency, right? Like it's just like it's a different like texture and stuff from the regular bun. Yeah, I like it.
I want a legit pretzel right now.
That would be.
Let's go to the movies.
Oh, that would be so good.
We might have to discuss going to the movies after this podcast.
I sang by St. Lucy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it good?
I enjoyed it. It wasn't the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, but it was fun.
It was fun. Yeah,
It was a
absolutely.
fun movie.
Yep.
It was kind of a fun movie that probably thought it was smarter than it really was.
More than likely,
But
it felt
silly,
like
silly fun.
yeah. And ScarJo was really good. So she's really good in pretty much everything that she's in. So I liked it. Like I say, it wasn't the greatest thing I've ever seen. It probably won't make. Well,
7
it
out of
might
10.
not make the list. Yeah, I was somewhere around that as well. So it probably won't make the best 25 or anything at the end of the year, but it was definitely good.
Cool. Okay.
Exactly.
Now tell me about.
So
Back
let's
to
go
the
back to the
Seagulls.
autistic seagulls.
Yes.
So we go into the Wendy's, just going through the drive-through, and I order the go-to, and that's going to be the thing now.
Just
That's
finger
canon.
gun?
Just finger guns when we talk about the pretzel bacon cheeseburger. So we go and order that, and we're waiting to go from like the first window to the second, I think.
Yeah.
So we're just there, and we're waiting to go from first window to second, and all of a sudden we hear seagulls, and we see seagulls in the parking lot, and there's seagulls in that parking lot all the time. So that was nothing new. So like we're there, and we kind of hear the seagulls cawing and everything, and then all of a sudden I hear one particular seagull that's just like starts cawing regularly, just like and then all of a sudden it's like like it's just like it just starts going in all these weird different tones, and just totally random. So it was either an autistic seagull or like a seagull with Tourette's. It was one or the other. It was something in there, and it was the weirdest. And we identified which one it was, and it was walking in the parking lot, just kind of not really even walking, like trotting,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And it was like every so often it would go like this. It would just go, and it would just like
Put his head in the air.
yeah, just like and just and it was like it was almost like it was dancing. it was interesting. So apparently autism translates to seagulls.
Apparently so.
It was odd, strange, and yet we witnessed it firsthand.
It was magical. Strange but magical.
So let's go back to talking about ALS. This is the medical edition of the No Holds Barred podcast, where we
By
talk
three
about
doctors.
by three total doctors.
Doctors of awesome to various degrees.
Nailed it. See, this guy knows. No Holds Barred podcast. This guy gets it. And speaking of that, another seamless transition. We're going to start talking about wrestling.
Okay.
Herpes.
Seamless, yeah. Seamless right from the herp right into wrestling. So, couple of significant wrestling events for us anyways happened in the last just last weekend, because they were back to back.
It was back to back.
First one, of course, was Twin City Wrestling Ascension, which happened a week ago today at the Halifax Forum. Ended up being a really, really good show. Unfortunately, Chris Sabin was not there with the TCW title to defend it, but he's, I guess, coming for the next show, which is good. This show was headlined by Tyson Dukes, who is one of the top indie talents in Canada right now, as well as Kurrgan. Kurrgan, like legit Kurrgan from like the oddities in WWE in the late 90s. Kurrgan, because he's Canadian. He's from New Brunswick, and so he doesn't tend to do indie shows anymore, but made an exception for TCW, which is very nice. So he was there. Didn't wrestle. Kind of good and kind of bad. I was like, I kind of wanted to see, like, can this guy still move in the ring? Like, so like,
oh no, he didn't wrestle, but he did a really sick double-chokeslam.
He did it was a sick double-chokeslam. It was really, really good. And of course, I mean, if you don't know who Kurrgan is, think that big giant in the movie 300, because that's who that was. It was Kurrgan, and he's been in a bunch. He's been on Haven. He's been in a bunch of movies. So I mean, like he's out there. He's keeping his face out there, and so he was there. Did a really sick double chokeslam. The TCW show was quite good. I liked the fact that they didn't announce what the card was.
Yeah.
Because, like, the last show, they announced the card ahead of time, and then a couple people no-showed, and it kind of ruined the card, because people are coming in expecting, these are the matches that they're expecting, and then 2-3 people don't make their commitments, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, crap, now we have to rework an entire show. Whereas if you just, like, announce who's going to be there, but not what they're going to be doing, it's still a surprise for people, and they tend to react to it better. So no, I thought it was a really, really good show. And I mean, we can even say this on the way up. Like, I looked at you very candidly, and I was like, I love you. No, very,
I don't know. I didn't see that comment.
But
well, you did say that.
I did, right from the cockles of my heart. But
The cock.
the cock of my heart.
My cock.
The les of my cock. But yeah, I said to you very candidly, I was like, look, if this show's not good, this is going to be bad for these guys, because that would be, the 2 and a little bit in a row that weren't the greatest thing ever. And TCW had kind of been setting that precedent in its last couple of shows. They're like, holy crap, this whole show is amazing. And then you have a couple of shows where it's not quite. And it's like, oh, well. And it would be hard to keep getting people to come.
Oh, for sure.
But, I mean, this show, even people that walked in and was like, this was the first time I've ever seen these guys, and it was great and everything like that. So they definitely had a bounce-back show, and I was very, very happy about that.
I was happy.
Yeah.
I was kind of a little bit, not mad, but disappointed.
Right.
Let me start off by giving you a little bit of rundown of what happened the morning of the TCW event.
Yeah, Nick had a bit of a day.
I woke up early. I was like, okay, and by early I mean because this is the weekend. I woke up around 11:30.
Exactly.
How you handle it?
Oh man. And, I did my regular routine.
Right with the dawning of the crackheads.
I went, I showered and everything, and then I was like, okay, so going to do the show. So what do? I pack my bag full of audio gear because, it's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to audio because, of course, something is going to go wrong.
Especially when it comes to independent wrestling shows.
Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law.
Whatever can go wrong will go wrong.
Totally. 100%.
So, I get everything ready, take it down to my car, open up my trunk, set my keys on a cooler that was in my trunk, push in the audio gear. Trunk wouldn't close the first time, so I was like, okay, opened up the trunk again, pushed the audio gear more in. I guess in that time of me doing this, I was like so focused on trying to get the audio gear into my trunk that I didn't notice that my keys were still sitting on the cooler in my trunk. And after that trunk closed, I was like, did I just do what I think I just did? And I checked my sides, and it's just like, fuck.
Yes, you did, in fact, just do what you thought you did.
So I was like, damn it. Now what am I going to do? Well, Mom has my extra set of keys. And that's all the way down North Brookfield.
Right.
So I was
from
like,
Liverpool, which is not a jog around the corner, folks.
So I was constantly trying to call her, and there's just no answer. And finally, I got a hold of her, and I forgot that she was going on the train with my sister's little one.
Oh, okay.
They were going up to Truro and then coming back via train.
Right.
Which is cool and a good trip. But back to the story. So I was like, okay, what can I do? I can go back up to the apartment and try and get in and see if Jared's dad would drive me down to pick up my spare set of keys.
Right.
I go up, knock on the door, pound on the door, put my boot into the door. Nobody would fucking answer. So I was like, fuck this. I went to the bank, pulled out some money. I started walking down to his dad's place.
Okay.
Got down as far as the fire hall.
To pay him off.
Well, to drive me down.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I got down to the fire hall because I had to walk by it to get to his dad's place.
Right.
And Trevor was there. And Trevor's a good guy. So, I mean, I went in and I explained my situation. He's like, why don't you just call the locksmith that does work down here? I'm like, okay, fair dues, Tell him, and see what you can do. Point of this story, $40 later, I was in my car. And it is really disturbing how easy it is to get into a vehicle.
Yeah,
I've learned this the hard way.
As long as you have the right technology, and by technology I mean, I don't know, a balloon.
Yeah.
Something that can inflate.
Airbag that you can inflate, and a hook that you can put in.
True enough.
It's scary.
Right. Yeah, fair enough.
But anyways, $40 later, I was on the road.
Okay.
And I came in to get this guy, and we went into the city.
Totally.
I dropped him off because he wanted to visit friends, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
And I went to the Halifax Forum because I was going to set up stuff. Come in with my audio gear in hand, and right when I got there, boss was like, you're not doing sound. I was like, okay. Because what else can you say but okay?
Well, yeah, at that point, it's like, what else can you say?
But in the back of my mind was just thinking, like, you could have told me beforehand.
Right.
And that time I didn't have to rush in. Mm-hmm. I didn't have to be here so soon.
Wouldn't have cost you $40 in a locksmith.
I wouldn't have locked my keys in my trunk because there would have been no reason for me to put shit in my trunk. Mm-hmm. Why?
Yeah, fair enough.
But fair dues. I mean, like I said, I wasn't upset over it. I was a little bit disappointed. Mm-hmm. That he didn't tell me, beforehand, like even like a day before.
Yeah.
Like, hey, the guy who owns the audio equipment is going to do the audio for tomorrow.
Right.
That's all I really would ask for. I think that's sensible.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And like we should preface it by saying, Boss is a great guy. Like Boss has done a lot for us, and has kind of let us help out and things like that. But it's like, at the same time, needed a little heads up, just a little heads up. But it's fine.
I still did. I did ring work.
Yeah,
I made sure nobody tripped over the announcer's mic.
Yeah, you were a bit of a runner, not as much as like Denny, but like because Denny's just Denny puts a footstep, I think, on every inch of that floor during a show.
He really does.
Like he goes everywhere. But yeah. So you kind of did like running around and stuff like that, and that was good. And we really, really enjoyed the show. We ended up offering up our seats. I offering up my seat anyways. No, our seats, both of our seats to Ryan. His name was, who I believe is battling leukemia now, and he's a young kid, and he was really excited to be there for the show. And where TCW is partnering with the Canadian Cancer Society now, which is great. He was there for the show, so we gave up our seats so he could have ringside seats with his dad, I believe, to the show. And it was really cool. It was a really good show, and now we're really looking forward to the next one, because that's a big rebound show for them, which was nice, which was good. Also, I found out, and this is something that will interest Tyler, who obviously couldn't really say a whole heck of a lot
I love
about this.
TCW.
Exactly. TC Dub, TC
Go watch
Dub.
all of their shows.
Exactly. All 6 episodes on Eastlink. Eastlink on
6?
demand. Yeah,
Jesus.
I know.
I should watch them.
You should. You should,
It's
sir.
not like I have anything against TCW. I
No.
just haven't watched any of it.
But what I will say is TCW is in the process of doing season 2 of their of the show. And it's apparently not going to be a community show. That's all that I was told. And I'm not sure what that means. I don't know if that means that it's actually going to be played on Eastlink Live everywhere, or
Be on the WWE network.
totally going to be on the
$9.99 a month.
$9.99 a month. Tyler offers us a perfect segue to talk about
No, we
SummerSlam.
keep talking about TCW.
No, that was pretty much it. Just that the show was really good, and it was kind of good that they didn't announce the card, and it was a really enjoyable show, and we're looking forward to the next one. That's pretty much the long and short of it. But that does give us a good segue to talk about SummerSlam.
Yeah.